What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? How you feel? How you feel? It's Merch Life J, motivational, inspirational speaker for parentpreneurs across the globe. This is Free Game Friday. And let me add this banner. Wham. All right, today we talking about how to get your LLC. If you don't have one, every family needs a business. Every family needs a business. Every family needs a book. Every family needs some stock. Every family needs some crypto. Every family needs insurance, life insurance. But we're talking about how to get your business started in the legal way. We're talking about the on paper way. We're talking about you having that paper trail of the income. Even if you're not about to start a business per se and actually sell something and actually accumulate revenue, you still need an LLC. And here is why, right? Here is why. So the reason that you want to, so the LLC stands for limited liability company, right? So it limits your liability when you make a business transaction. You don't even have to, like I said, have to have a business to have an LLC. Now, it's state by state, it's different. The stipulations to file for one, to acquire one, to keep one, the ramifications of how often you gotta report income and pay for that filing is different in every state. So we're going to talk about the state of Pennsylvania because that's where I'm from. And the first step to getting an LLC in PA is to choose a name. Now, you want to choose a name that is sort of relative to the business that you're going to do, but you don't really have to. You can choose a name that just isn't already chosen. It can be anything. It literally can be anything in the world. I think it can't have like a curse word in it or something. That's it. Now, some states, step number 2, you'll have to come up with your articles of organization. Now, in some states, they call it a certificate of formation, but it's the same thing. And all the articles of organization is you letting them know, what it is that you're going to do, how you're going to do it, why you're going to do it, things of that nature. I'm going to show you this website called nolo.com real quick. I'm going to show y'all this website real quick, just so y'all can see exactly where I'm obtaining this information from. It's called nolo.com again. And you find this information with a simple Google search, simple DuckDuckGo search, a simple Bing search. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, first step is to choose your name. Okay, so yeah, in the state of Pennsylvania, you're going to have to register with a fictitious name as well. So that's called a DBA. That's what your business is doing. That's your doing business as name. So that's the name that you use when you're putting out an invoice. That's the name that you use when you filing your tax return, things of that nature. That's your doing business as name. So any what's it called? Any currency transactions, you'll be doing it with that name, right? So that's how you register a fictitious business name. Like I said, go to nolo.com and all of this information is here and you'll be able to click these links. I'm not going to put any links at the bottom of this video. I really want you guys to think for yourself and go do it. Because if you go do it, you'll remember it better than just listening to me say it over and over again, right? So when they say appoint a registered agent for step number 2, I skipped one. When they say appoint a registered agent, they just mean the person that is going to be able to receive mail on behalf of your LLC. Basically, the representative of your LLC. That person is called a registered agent. And it can be a person that is one of the owners of the LLC. It could be a person that is outside of the LLC. It doesn't matter who the person is. It just has to be someone, of course, that's going to be able to, receive the information that the state or city may mail you to your LLC, right? So your certificate of organization, right? Organization. It includes the LLC's name, the name and address of the LLC's registered agent, the name of each organizer of the LLC. The effective date of the certificate upon filing or a later date, whether the LLC will provide professional services whether the LLC is a public benefit company, the signatures of all the organizers, and it says that the certificate must be accompanied and completed by a new entity docking statement. This form must include, and you can just click this link right here to go get that. Print it right out, fill it out. You don't even got to print it out. If you have an iPhone, you can scan it, which you can go to the website, save the photo, and then you can fill it in with DocuSign, or you can fill it in with Genius Scan. Both of those are apps that are free on your iPhone if you have one. So you're going to need on that form, you're going to need the LLC's name, the name and address again, a description of the LLC's business activities, the federal employer. So this is basically just your employer identification number. You get that from the IRS. You just go to the IRS.com or .gov, the IRS.gov, and search for EIN number. EIN number is the employer identification number. That's basically like the social security number for your business. So that's your LLC's social security number. That's how they identify different because in the state of Pennsylvania, if I was to file for an LLC under the name Merch Life, I could then go to Delaware and still file the same name because it's in a different state. So this is why I say you never really own anything, because anyone can go to another state and open a business with the exact same name as yours because it's not in the same state. So the certificate and the docking statement all can be filed online or by mail, and the filing fee is $125. Whew. Yeah, so when I got my LLC a few years back, I paid $125. That's the correct price. So you have to prepare an operating agreement as well, and that's step number 4. The LLC operating agreement. This is basically a repeat of what you just did in the last step, except for this doesn't have to do with the registered agent. This doesn't have to do with the person that's receiving the mail or acting on behalf of the LLC. This strictly has to do with what's going on inside of the LLC between its members. So who is the person that takes action? Are we talking, is it a voting system? Does one person have sovereignty over everyone? Does this person get the last word? If any existing or newly created LLC does not adopt an operating agreement, its existing articles of organization and bylaws or agreements. So that's what I mean. Bylaws are the rules within the LLC. Like, how are we doing this? Who keeps the money? Who holds the money? Who's the treasurer? All that good stuff is the operating agreement, right? And I just told you step number 5, how to obtain an EIN. So you'll just, like it says, you'll go to the IRS and then you'll search for employment identification number. Even if you have no employees, you still need this number for the state of PA. So the online application is right here. You can click this link, go in there, grab that. And again, I'm just telling you how to obtain all of this stuff. I cannot obtain it for you. I cannot walk you through the process. I cannot fill out the forms for you. This is really a hands-on, do-for-self type of activity for this Free Game Friday. Get excited about that. So then you'll file the annual registration, but it says here, only foreign LLCs and Pennsylvania LLCs engaged in certain specified restricted professional services must file a certificate of annual registration with the Department of State. So what does that mean? That means that this is not for everyone. Everyone doesn't have to file an annual registration. This is an optional. Well, it's not optional, but this is for specific businesses. This is for people that are doing, like it says, certain specified restricted professional services. Get excited about that. These must be filed with the Pennsylvania Department of State and Corporation Bureau by April 15th of every year. So the registration may be filed online or by postal mail. I would do it online. The annual fee is $560 times the number of members, and it must be paid. Get excited. All right, so that is how you get an LLC in the state of PA. And I'm going to unshare my screen real quick. Oh my God. So again, guys, that is just the state of PA. It's different state by state. Every state has different rules. Every state has different regulations. I recommend you go to your city, your state.gov to find out the exact stipulations, the exact rules, the exact way that they do that there. Because like I said, it's different in every state. Don't take my word for it. Please go research for yourself. This is just a brief introduction on how to obtain an LLC in the state of Pennsylvania. Get excited. And this is not a vendor's license. A vendor's license is something totally different. You still have to go to pa.gov to obtain a vendor's license. If you're in the city of Philadelphia, you have to go to phila.gov to obtain a vendor's license for the city limits of Philadelphia. And I think that's like $300, but it's definitely worth it because then you can sell anywhere on anybody's property. They can't tell you to move. They can't tell you to leave. It all depends on the stipulations of the type of license you got. So get excited about that, man. I'm Merch Life J, motivational, inspirational speaker for parapreneurs across the globe. Go to merchmob.org right now to join the mob because we working on this change in the community, man. And we starting with Philly. Get excited about that. You already know. Go join the mob right now, man. Love.